Welcome to ESG Essentials, Sustainable Business Strategies for a Changing World. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, the concept of ESG has gained significant importance. But what exactly is ESG and why does it matter? Well, ESG stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. And these are three central factors used to measure the sustainability and societal impact of companies or businesses today, as well as measures investors can use to scrutinize in which organizations they want to consider investing. And it's worth pointing out that the term sustainability here does not simply concern environmental sustainability, but really is the actual long-term sustainability of a company, including both its impact on society, but also its ability to sustain and maintain profitability over the long term. And although a short acronym, ESG really covers just about every aspect of a business, or at least a business's impact on society. As a result, there's no way we can discuss or describe each factor in great detail in this course. And additionally, since these are important but very big and broad ideas, some of you are going to know a lot about one area, but less about another. So one purpose of this course is to introduce these factors at a high level and hope that people understand what gaps they have in their own knowledge so they can pursue further reading as needed. Now at this point, you might be asking, well, why does ESG matter? Well, if you did, that's great, because that's really the purpose of this entire course. Not only to discuss why it matters as though it's a foregone conclusion, but also to objectively discuss what aspects of ESG really matter, and which ones are maybe corporate speak, greenwashing, or other less optimal company or regulatory practices. Because let's face it, we've all heard some companies or programs that claim to be sustainable, only later to be identified as exaggerated, fraudulent, or in some cases even criminal. And it would be very inaccurate to claim at this point that we really know everything there is to know about these areas, or that we have identified the most efficient solutions and tools for recording, reporting, and optimizing company data and sustainability programs. But even more importantly, despite the growing recognition of ESG as a crucial framework for sustainable business practices, there's been notable pushback from some prominent individuals, organizations, and even governments around the world against ESG. Now that might seem strange to some of you because, in its face, discussing the environment, social, and governance impact of a company seems pretty objective. But it's important to recognize that these factors are not just being implemented voluntarily at individual company levels. Governments are increasingly regulating and demanding transparency in these three areas, which to some people can seem threatening or inefficient or even beyond the scope of government power. So with increasing scrutiny, both positive and negative, ESG as a general concept will continue to evolve, and therefore the acronyms and definitions associated with it are likely to change to reflect the dynamic nature of the business landscape. But amidst these shifts, the underlying principles of environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and effective governance are expected to remain steadfast and become even more critical in shaping the future of business. Thus, it is essential for companies to adapt and embrace these core principles to navigate the complexities of today's world and drive positive change for a better tomorrow. So yes, there are doubters out there, maybe including some of you, and there are very legitimate questions that remain unanswered. As a result, we view this course as a learning journey that we hope to take together, exploring the possibilities, celebrating the positive changes that have already happened, and questioning areas that maybe don't seem authentic or worthy of emulation. But make no mistake, the integration of sustainability considerations into business strategies is no longer just a trend, it's a necessity. Company performance relating to environmental, social, and governance factors can directly impact a company's financial performance and profitability. And whether we agree with them or not, governments around the world are increasingly implementing regulations that will govern corporate practices in key ESG areas. Accordingly, by prioritizing ESG factors, businesses can not only mitigate risks, attract investors, and enhance their reputation, but they can also streamline their operations to make them more efficient and simultaneously better for the environment, for the people that the businesses touch, as well as hopefully becoming more profitable. So thank you for joining us for ESG Essentials, Sustainable Business Strategies for a Changing World. We hope that you not only enjoy the videos and learnings, but actively engage in the community conversation and hopefully even share what you learn or this course itself with your friends and colleagues.